quick 5 minute plus, real quick. We talking about NBA. We talking about Paul George, new Oklahoma City Thunder. Looks to be a one and done there in Oklahoma City. That's what the public perception is, unless something drastic happens with him, Russell Westbrook, and Oklahoma City Thunder. Dope new Thunder jerseys by Nike, man. I love those. But he says he's going for the MVP. He going all in for the MVP this year. He going for it. And I'm gonna talk about that effect with Russell Westbrook. But I'm gonna tell you why that's a good thing for Paul George. Because Paul George last year, I don't know how many guys play fantasy. I played fantasy FanDuel basketball. He was one of the most erratic guys, from the middle of the season. Just in the middle, he just, was erratic. Seemed disengaged. His numbers wasn't consistent. And that's due to when you stuck in a situation like Indianapolis or Indiana. And you can't beat LeBron. You're not going nowhere. So it's hard for a guy like that to get up every day and try to be great. But he at the end of the year, he got it rolling. And if you got a motivated Paul George and a motor with high motor Paul George, I think you hit the jackpot there. Paul George has never been a high motor guy. Everything he got on the court seems to come with ease, and he seems just to be an even keel type of guy. But if he really believe what he just said and that killer coming out of him, I think Oklahoma City done it right. Westbrook is a killer. Paul George is a killer. Now, if Paul George can be that killer, that can work. But the part of me that was thinking that Paul George will be that nice number 2 to Westbrook because he had that easy going attitude and he's willing not to be selfish and he's willing to let Russell Westbrook close. He won't have one of those He won't have one of those Indiana Pacers situations where he said, "Oh, CJ got to give me the ball. I gotta be the one to close." So you won't see that in Oklahoma City. But now that he's kind of out here saying that he wants to go for the MVP, that could be an issue. 2 alpha males could clash here. Now he wants to be an alpha male. He wants to be a closer. He wants to be a dominant MVP type player. How would that clash with Russell Westbrook? Now I'm of the belief that Russell Westbrook is the reason why Kevin Durant isn't there anymore. And the owner, cheap ass owner, they gotta forget his name, is the reason why James Harden isn't there anymore. He didn't want to pay James Harden like $3 million overall extra, not $3 million per year or annually. It's $3 million. He's being cheap, and he destroyed that team. And Russell Westbrook ran Kevin Durant off. He wasn't feeding Kevin Durant. He wasn't getting the ball to Kevin Durant. He wanted to compete with Kevin Durant for MVP and for the leadership and the star status of the team. And Westbrook is just wired that way. He's not a point guard. He's not. He should never be your primary ball handler because he hasn't grown mentally on that level yet. He's in that Stephon Marbury, young and dumb type of mind that I can go get it on my own. And last year, I think he got a taste of, it can't be done. You can't do it on your own. So you're going to have to go out there and, defer to some guys. And I think if he had it all over to do again, he would defer to Kevin Durant. And I think they still would be together. He's the main reason why Durant isn't there no more. Durant was tired of competing with him. You can see the arguments on the bench and all the shit that they had built up. You could just tell that their relationship wasn't genuine. And I don't know if Russell Westbrook thought it was genuine, but he had to have some inklings that it wasn't. And that's why Kevin Durant chose to go to Golden State. Now, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, they don't have any problem deferring to him, letting him be the best player on the team. And, now he's passing the ball more. And now it's contagious. Winning is contagious. You're going to pass the ball if you're going to win. But him and Westbrook was competing with each other. And Westbrook got to mature, man. If he's going to continue to be the point guard that he can be, he got to mature. Like he said, he averaged a triple-double. Assists don't matter. When you're a true point guard, assists don't matter. Making the right play, putting your teammates in the right position, getting your other star the ball in a right position to be great again. This is about positioning. It's a quarterback of the NBA. Getting people in the right position, keeping everybody happy, being the leader, running the offense, keeping people in place on defense. It's just a whole different animal. And I don't think he has grown in that aspect. He had Maurice Cheeks helping him. And not Scott Skiles, but the dude that's the coach for the Wizards now, I can't think of his name. But it's gonna happen for Westbrook at one point when his athletic ability diminish. But with both of him, George and Westbrook going for MVP and competing, I don't think that's a good mesh for them. Even though they don't have a third wheel, They don't have that third guy. Sabonis gonna have to grow to that. Enes Kanter gonna have to step up. He ain't consistent. He a guy I thought I would think about trading. A lot of guys can use an Enes Kanter, but it's gonna be interesting to see two alpha males once again for Westbrook and see what he learned from Durant. But I think it's good to see Paul George motivated and trying to go for the kill, because that's something that he's been lacking in his career. And the high motor Paul George is good, I believe. So let me know what y'all guys think.